Now watch me boss up. Blockchain's future, yeah, we stacking up the blocks while they sleeping on the tech. We be breaking all the locks. Started from the vision, now we running with precision. Oracle's automation, man, we changing the division. Multi-VM flex, ain't no stopping the ignition. Blockchain communication, now
Welcome to another edition of The Sup, my friends. Episode 38, baby. Chase, how you going, boy?
Back like a heart attack, baby. Episode 38 with our boy Jatin again in the trap with the boys. Welcome to the show. Welcome from Singapore, by the way. And the promo made it look like we were all in Singapore, but
I know, right?
Psych.
Cool,
I am in Houston. James is still in South Africa, and Jatin is the only one in Singapore.
I'm on my own traveling spree. Last time I was here, I was in Japan. Now I'm in Singapore.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you've been here on the show when you were in Dubai as well.
Oh yes, the last time before was when I was in Dubai.
That's right. Mr. Worldwide, Jatin.
So it's basically whenever Jatin travels, it's like, yo, let's get him on the show, my man. Poor guy is like running from event to hotel room to try and find good internet, try and find a background. And we're just like, yo, you're going to be on the show, bro. Oh, you're on Dubai? We're putting you on the show.
Always available for you guys. I mean, can't find a reason not to.
There we go. That's what a teammate is. Speaking of teammates, shout out to everybody in the comments already. We got ASIC, we got John. Hello. We have Super Daddy. What it do, baby? Arof, K Money, Mickey Green, and Rokutin. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are, respectively, in the world today. We are happy you were here with us, and let's party, Jatin. Let's get it started.
Nice. Good.
Chase, do you know who Rokutin is?
Do you? Yeah.
You do. Okay, just check. I think I do. I mean, for those that don't know, Rokutin have a vision to build the biggest NFT ecosystem in Supra and on Supra, in Web3 even, I think, is their vision. So they're building an NFT ecosystem, and they've just released their own version of Doodles.
I think you got an honorary, didn't you?
I did. I don't know if I got an on-chain honorary.
I don't think mine's on-chain, but they did send it to me in my DMs. I was very appreciative. I just add them. I have a folder on my computer that's like all the honoraries I've gotten made from Supra. So I love them. Thank you very much. Big shout out to them.
NFT already?
Yep.
I am looking to buy one from Crystara. I was talking to Yong today.
Ooh.
I loved a blue Rakuten NFT on Crystara, but I think my bank side is not working, so I'll wait till I get some Supra and I'll get that Rakuten NFT.
Yeah, love it. Well, yeah, shout out to them.
Oh yeah. I also saw. Speaking of NFTs and you, Jatin, I saw that the toonie of you, which is an elite. I think that the Super team could be an elite level of NFTs, but whether that's true or not is besides the point. The point is your NFT of your honorary, which is on chain, is an elite, and it sold for 950,000 Supra, bro.
Can you believe it? I was like, oh my god! So I was not. I'll not give myself like 900 Supra, let alone 9 Supra. And I'm like,
did you? Do we know who it is?
I don't even know. You know, when I saw the number, I thought I read it wrong. It must be 9,050 Supra or like 950 Supra. But then I saw K after the 0, and I'm like, wait, it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 zeros. Wait a minute, it's my math.
I love that.
900 bro. That's almost like close to 1 million Supra. And like, who paid that for me? Even I won't pay that for myself.
The people want more Jatin.
Oh,
my man.
Don't say that there will be a Jatin Rakuten in
Well done.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, hey me.
All right, let's get this party started with some community posts. Take it away.
I love it. The first one we'll get into is from Web3 Intel, a user I haven't seen before. I don't know if I've seen his post pop up on my feed. I have seen him comment on a couple things. But made this really cool AI video of Spiky.fun Hedgehog and a post about MemeFi platform on Supra, Spiky Fun. I see Spiky in comments all the time. They are very, very active. Be sure to go to give them a follow if you haven't yet. And the tweet reads, Spike is on the run. The memeverse just got faster, powered by Spiky Fun and Super Labs, where memes meet real DeFi rewards. Stake, play, and earn. The future of MemeFi is here, baby. I actually like the phrase MemeFi. Like meme finance.
That's cool.
I wonder
right?
if that's
MemeFi.
their thing. Yeah, that's what I
before.
mean. I don't know if it's like their thing, but yeah, shout out to the team over there and to their supporters. Look, Spiky's in the comments right now. He's
MemeFi
right
before, Jatin?
Yep.
Oh, my man. What up, Spiky? Jatin, have you heard of MemeFi before? Or
no, it's new for me as well. I mean, there are a lot of new. Since I'm in
then maybe that's there.
A lot of new files,
Yeah, maybe that's their little thing, MemeFi, which I like it.
Yeah,
super dope, super dope.
I heard of like agent file.
Shout out Spiky Fun for creating the term.
Yeah, this looks cute. Yeah,
it does, right? Next up, we have Daniel Supra, who goes by Daniel Chi 40249. If you want to follow them on X, I'm sure many of you have seen Daniel on X before. He's always out and about on the Supra X community streets. And here he is with a post about Solido's latest TVL stats. In case you haven't seen, Solido just reached $2 million in total value locked, TVL, which is pretty crazy for a brand new DeFi dApp that went live literally only a few weeks ago. Obviously, they just completed their ICO, but their mainnet went live only a couple of weeks ago, and already $2 million reached. So very cool of you, Daniel, within our Supra community to be giving them a shout out. Nice job, man.
Yes, I actually I have been seeing him a lot. I didn't really know who he was, but then he's been popping up on my feed a lot. I do follow him now. Shout out to Daniel. I don't even know if he follows me. But moving on to the next one, WZD, which is Ox WZD on X, a multi-chain Web3 enthusiast, but also a lot of interest in the Move ecosystem. He was obviously in Singapore recently because he snapped a picture of our banner that was at Token 2049. We also love the caption. Definitely one of my favorite chains, Supra. I cannot agree more, my friend. I cannot agree more. Shout out to WZD for being not only in Singapore, but showing love from Singapore. We appreciate it, my dude.
Dude, and how's that username? 0xWZD. That's literally 0x
Wizard.
And he has, yeah, man, like that's pretty unique. So you could sell that, bro. Like, that's really, really good. Anyway, I don't want to get too distracted by that username. Pratik wanted to highlight some big news that came out of Supra over the weekend. The Twitterverse, what do we call it now? Now that there's no Twitter, like the Xverse, I guess the Xverse. But the Xverse was buzzing last weekend. He wanted to highlight our news where we clocked our Supra EVM throughput to be 50% faster than what Monad performs at. Of course, Monad is the scaled up EVM compatible layer 1, and Supra EVM is able to surpass even their really, really efficient and incredibly fast throughput and block time. So Pratik said, battle of the next gen L1s. Monad equals chasing still 50 compared to Supra EVM. Supra equals speed plus native oracles plus VRF plus automation plus AI agents. Why settle for throughput alone when Supra delivers the full agentic economy stack? Very, very, very cool post, Pratik. Well written. No signs of AI in that post either, so I appreciate that, Pratik.
Shout out to Pratik, one of our most active Spartans. I talk to him on a daily basis. And then we will just roll right into
Nice.
our community, our ecosystem news. And first things first, let's start off with Solido, baby. Big shout out to Solido, by the way. We did a AMA on Reddit last week with Solido, where the community could come in and ask any question for an hour, and he was sitting there. Mr. Square was answering these questions on the go. He answered every single one that came through. If you haven't gone and read that, please go to our Reddit, our subreddit. /r/Supra Labs. You'll be able to see it there. And we also did one with Evo yesterday morning. We're trying to do one of these a week so that we can keep y'all more engaged and up to date with the projects that are building on Supra. So please go read that. A lot of great information there, and be ready for the next one. We're going to do one once a week. And again, you can ask anything you want, respectively. Okay. And then, they'll answer it live for you in the subreddit. So big shout out to the teams that are doing that for us. Solido last week, Evo this week. So we'll start with the big Solido news. Their ICO 2.0 on Supra's Common Fund sold out, raising 104.8 million Supra. That's actually double what their target was. So amazing support for Solido amongst our Web3 community. And I'm really excited to see what they're building. They have a great team over there, bunch of smart people building cool stuff. How can you not support them? So their tweet reads, the Solido sales ended with 104 plus million Supra purchasing solid, more than 2 times oversubscribed. A big thanks to our community for the trust, belief, and alignment. Together, we are building the liquidity brain of AutoFi. So again, shout out to Solido, Mr. Square, and the whole team over there.
Where is that? The liquidity brain of AutoFi. Like, I've heard the liquidity engine. I think they have used that as well. But the liquidity brain of AutoFi, that's catchy, very, very catchy. Next up is a derivatives protocol. These guys actually started on Arbitrum, and they are coming to Supra. Dairy protocol, they are a very popular derivatives protocol, coming to Supra's mainnet very, very soon. They are the latest ecosystem partner to offer missions on PBO2, Project Blastoff version 2. So you guys have a month to complete all the tasks that they've laid out. Just head on over to their X profile to find this post. You'll get the list of all the missions just by clicking that link there. Real simple, Dairy protocol. So Dairy short for derivatives, DERI, Dairy protocol. If you don't know how to spell protocol, might not want to be watching this show, because the show's all in English and protocol is a very common English word. So Dairy protocol is where you want to go. The post reads, we're officially live on Supra Labs PBO. Come join the event and claim massive rewards. Dairy Earn First season on Supra Chain is now live. The event runs from September 26th to October 26th, 2 a.m. You can also check out their website, move.dairy.io. PBO blasting off, baby.
Love it. Love it. Bunch of cool stuff. Been working on some Zap item shop stuff as of recently. So can't leak too much there, but got some goods coming. Next on the list is Crystara and Rakuten that we were just talking about. Shout out to them. More NFT records being smashed on Crystara, baby. Rakuten building the biggest NFT community in Supra. Only just offered their Gen 2 doodles for minting, and within 2 days, they sold out 40% of the available supply. There was also some cool doodles from NFT purchasers in the comments. Hope we'll be able to get Rakuten on the sub sometime in the coming weeks. And again, thank you for giving us our own honoraries. It means a lot to know that, like, when y'all are putting these NFT collections, y'all are thinking about the team. It's like y'all want to make a connection with us, and we love that. I love to be represented by y'all. I'd love to know y'all think about me when y'all put these collections together selflessly. So thank you, and shout out to both teams. Y'all are doing amazing stuff. I'm really excited to see what's next for you.
Yeah, I really appreciate your work, Rocky 10. Thank you, sirs. Quick shout out in the comments. Oh, no, wait. We'll get to comments after we wrap up the ecosystem news, I think. Right. Finally, in ecosystem news for this week, Atmos have just announced a meme frenzy. Is this meme-fi all over again? A meme frenzy, baby. Looks like what they're doing is they're setting out on a series of expeditions. It starts off with a meme frenzy, and it's coming on Monday. So fun part is this. They're bringing a crazy 5.1 million pre-mint Atmos to the prize pool for the top 1,000 traders. And I think that's interesting to say the least on a number of levels. I'll just leave it there. Atmos token pre-minted available to 1,000 of you. So obviously that's their own protocol token. It looks like a very cool airdrop. If you're into that, this is where you need to be. Very cool to see them rewarding real users and traders starting this Monday, 6th of October. So I will read the post again. I mean, pretty much all the details that I just shared is the same, but I will read it. Announcing Expedition Season 1 Meme Frenzy. Our first season of Expedition starts with a whopping 5.1 million pre-mint Atmos prize pool for the top 1,000 traders. Starts Monday, October 6th. All the details in our latest blog, medium.com at Protocol Atmos. Go check them out on X, Atmos Protocol, if you can't find the Medium. Big stuff, man. Big stuff. Atmos token on the way. Hello.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. I think we have them coming up in a Reddit AMA too. So if you have any questions for them, put them in your back pocket because that will be coming here soon. Well, sweet. Now that we
quick shout out in the comments.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Web3 Sniper says, James and Chase, when are you going to shout me out? It's getting sick. Web3 Sniper, we love you, bro.
Hello.
Just before Chase moved on, we love you, Web3 Sniper. We love you. You've been in my DMs. I love you. I love chatting to you. You're a king, bro. You're a king.
Hello.
Just wanted to say that.
Web3 Sniper. This is a personal salute. Hello, my friend. I hope you are well. And right now that we got through all the fluff, let's party. We're here at the main interview with our boy Jatine.
Oh yeah.
All right, Jatine, we're excited to have you back on the SUP as we always are. And I know there's a lot going on at the moment, especially with you being in Singapore for Token 2049. You and John K also are working on a little live stream show. Maybe you can talk about that and maybe leak some information if you'd like to do so later down the line. And now Supra's automation assist tool is now live. But first, before we get to that, let me just ask you, how are you doing personally? And how is Token 2049 this year?
So I am like little tired. My legs hurt and I've crossed 3 lakh steps since my trip to Japan. So, well,
3 lakh, that's like an Indian term for like a couple of thousand. Is that right? Is that what you said there? 3 lakh?
you could say like 10 lakh is a million, I guess. So
okay.
Napoon says 300,000.
So you've done 3 million steps or 300,000 steps?
Yeah, could say that.
Damn.
So
damn.
Yeah, just another crypto conferences. And that's basically what I'll say. Wow. But yeah, I mean, personally, I'm doing good. Just a lot of travel. But Token 2049. To be honest, it started off good with the multi-chain day for us when we sponsored it. We met some really good projects, and we met our ecosystem projects. Solido, Yong came in, and then he got our Autofy t-shirt. Finally, got like some merch, and I've been meeting Yong again and again and again. We all went for a dinner today with Yong, me, Jason, and it's been.
What time is it there right now?
It's 11:23 p.m.
Oh, dude, rockstar. Guys, shout out to Jatine freaking being on the show at 11:23 p.m. What a man.
I mean, I would come on a show whenever you need me last minute on like 3 a.m. So
let's go, baby.
Oh, don't tempt us, bro. Watch out.
Chase knows that I don't sleep before, like,
he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. So I mean, the event has been good so far. So today was actually very eventful. You had a lot of events. So in the morning it was Hacks Seasons. I was there with Phil and talking to some projects, and then it was the Sui Fest. Lots of DeFi activities. A lot of people have seen our assets launch. So just explaining people about what is Supra, what is an asset, how Autofy is doing and everything. So pretty eventful. I'm just tired because of I don't know why they do like F1 and like Token 2049 at the same week. I got lost for like 40 minutes inside the Mariana Bay Sands because they closed all the other places because of making the tracks. So I wrong exit. or something. So I got lost for 40 minutes. So I'm asking predictions.
They definitely the Token 2049 organizers definitely planned right at the beginning of when they first started up to have Token 2049 during the F1 event, to try and combine the hype. But I agree with you, man. It's actually stupid. It
I
doesn't
mean, they
make
have a
sense.
big brand now, and it actually blocks the road. You have like a lot of like traffic and everything, but still, the event is
Mm.
so eventful. You have a lot of people. Everyone is flying down from KBW, and like
Oh yeah.
just lot of people. I mean, so much crowd today, and I'm like, okay. But it's been great. Tomorrow we have the network school conference. So John, me, Jason, we will be there. If anyone is coming there, come to us, say sup. You know.
That's right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. If you're in Singapore right now, just let us know in the chat. We'd absolutely love to know who is in Singapore as well. Let us know in the chat, and make a plan to meet Jatin and the team. Dude, I'm curious about highlights for you, bro. Like lowlights is traffic, bad transportation, um, commute routes. What about highlights for you? And something I would like to ask is projects, and this could go for anything. No holds barred. Any projects or even statements made by speakers that stand out for
Yep,
you?
no, definitely. So I'm not sure about like speakers. I'm not able to get time to go to like a lot of sessions, but I mean projects. I mean talk about it. My Telegram is swamped right now. Because I mean you tell people about like I assets and the dual incentive mechanisms, right? I'm connecting with a lot of like traders on other move chains, who will be coming for the yield shift. The event that we are doing around I assets, and like people who wants to know more about like L1. So there was this really cool thing that happened. So someone came to us on multi-chain in the booth asking about using our Oracle services, and they are like, you guys are doing more than Oracles. So I ended up explaining that person all about what we are doing now as a layer 1, and that person wants to run like an incentive DeFi like protocol. So I'm like, why not bring the protocol to Supra, and let's do something together.
Boom.
And basically, so he is like, now I want to understand more about how I can add I assets and autofy on the protocol. So that is an highlight, and there are multiple cases, people talking about exploring our products, whether it's I asset automation. So yeah, builders, protocols, actually a lot of DeFi action.
So how many builders have you
Boom.
onboarded to Supra so far?
Huh? Like onboarded, as in like who wants to try to
Just getting
build.
them interested, just getting them interested in maybe just the move ecosystem, maybe just getting them
I'll, I
interested in
can I
Supra.
can I can tell you I have more than like 30 100 messages on Telegram.
Okay,
And
so
then
you are spreading the word.
yeah, I'm spreading the word. I onboarded a guy from the latest side event from where I'm hopping on this sub, where that person generally builds on Ethereum, and he has an idea about creating like some really good, incentive prediction market like mechanism, something like that. And I'm like, okay, come build on Supra and let's do it. Young was with me, so I gave that example of Young to that person. That, oh my god, he was a hackathon project in January, and now
Yep.
Kristara is doing 100 million Supra.
Yep.
So I mean,
Exactly.
you can be the next Kristara.
Real Real good question that just came in, from Super Daddy. As you talk about onboarding builders, Super Daddy wants to know: are Sui builders aware of Supra? Obviously, we're aware of Sui because of their hype. Everyone knew about them, with regards to being founded by Sam Blackshear, etc., etc. But are Sui builders aware of us? Are they aware of
No,
Supra?
of course. So I went to the Sui Fest. It was like huge Sui event today, and on most of the booths that I went to, you could say they are aware about Supra, and then a few over them like, oh, you're from Supra. Great to see someone from Supra here. And then I met a few DeFi projects that I actually wanted to talk to, because they know us, and I was chatting about it. So of course they know about us. I mean, So we are the third move chain right now, and on automation or a DeFi scale, we have been doing pretty good. So yeah, of course they were aware about us. That is one thing I can confirm.
Nice, man.
Yeah, that's exciting. I mean, obviously, it would be awesome if we could even get a few of the big build. And this is really like what I would love to happen. A lot of these established builders, it's hard to pull them away from the things that they're comfortable with. They've been there for years now. They're making good money. They have a great team. But what I would love for these builders to do, and if you're out there, I'm challenging you. Okay, this is a challenge directly for me to you. Just come test Supra. Come build a side project for fun, and you don't have any attachment to it if you don't want to. Just come build a project for fun, use Supra's tech stack, and see the possibilities, and just see if maybe we can poach you. That's me. I'm recruiting builders right now, but really, I just would love to see like builders from other established chains that have established projects just come and test out Supra Stack and see what you can build. You can build things on Supra that you can't build anywhere else. And I think that's incredible to be able to say. And I would love to see some established builders come and build some fun side projects on Supra that they're not able to build on other chains.
Yeah.
So back to you, Jatin. What has the response been to Supra's announcements been like? Specifically, the weekend's news about Supra EVM outperforming Monad by 50%. Had that come up in conversations whatsoever?
Okay, so that has triggered conversation here, because I mean it's not a small statement, because so
Yeah.
Monad uses like this 2P, which is like two-phase, like optimistic parallel execution algorithm, right? And it has been like Monad has been talk of the town. There has been like the game where everyone wants to prove that they're faster, and then we suddenly posted about like Supra's BTM, like block transactional memory parallel execution, is now like 1.5 to 1.7 times more faster, right? So that has been a conversation, and I think I talked about it with people in multi-chain day, and then I talked about it people in hack seasons, then in Sui Fest, and then other events everywhere. So I mean, if I go to an event and there won't be a case where at least one someone can't bot it up, like oh, by the way, we saw the whole thing around like the like how your EVM is faster. Can you tell more specifics of it? So people want to know like how many Ethereum nodes on, like we try to experimented it on, and like how much more percentage execution, like how much less time did our parallel execution take and everything. So I'm just telling people like we will run like 10,000 Ethereum nodes, and our execution was like 50% less time than the 2P thing. So it has been actually a good conversation. People wants to know more about our like how the BTM works, and I am just pointing it out to Josh's article or just trying to explain them. But and people are actually getting creative. They're not just stopping at asking about how we are better. Now they're asking about, so what does it mean for DeFi? What does it mean for liquidity providers who will come to your EVM protocols? Like how we have Solido, Atmos, all of them, right? So who is the next future big project of Supra EVM, and what does it mean for the DeFi people on Supra? So I mean, people are wondering what will happen on Supra EVM when it comes out.
All right. So Jatin, I want to come back to why we have you on today's show. We've invited you on specifically for a reason. It's not just because you're in Singapore, but you and John Kay have actually been working on what is being termed the Automation Assist tool. Tell us about this tool. What is it? Who is it going
Sure
to
thing.
help?
So again, automation came, right? And it has been a big talk of the town. But when it came to testnet, a few builders tried it out, including myself. And then John K tried it out, and we started working on the documentation. And then we realized that counting epoch and using a curl command to get like all the small values that you need to use in CLI, and then again run the command in terminal, copy the command. And it's not just you need to copy, you need to copy this and this, add 300 as a buffer, add that, take that particular number, run it into CLI, run it, and even if you are like a little bit on and off from the number that you need to use in your expiry fee or expiry time, y- it just fails, right? So I mean, for us it's like, okay, so let's do it, but for a lot of people it might not be a good experience. So then I thought, why not to create a timer for people to see how epoch works and how, timer counts down, because people don't know what an epoch is. But so we can just tell them, that hey, you should not care about what an epoch is, just look at the timer, that when should the next registration will start, right? So I created a normal timer. I had no idea of creating the whole platform, which will now become like our, if not the most active dev tooling right now. So I just added like, a normal one page timer, which is all about telling people about epoch and the next expiry fee time, so they can just copy and paste. And then I was having a chat in the devrel sync about it. And then I think, I don't remember who it was, Siddharth or John K or somebody, like, who just said that would be good to have like, a way to like get a CLI command generated from the module. And I'm like, you know what, why not, I don't sleep anyways. So, you know I just thought, why not to create an entire platform, because we have all the APIs we need, right? So, and I remember, okay, what happened?
James disappeared. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
totally, it really disappeared. I stopped myself for a minute there. What happened? Okay. So yeah, I mean, I thought, how, what if I create something which will just like, you know remove the issue of people just thinking anything about it. So I created a platform, used all the APIs possible, and took help from other team members, to understand the things that I did not knew how to get. And then I created the first version of Autofy Assist, where you can use the whole platform and generate a CLI command, and just copy paste the CLI command and register automation task. It was as simple as that. But then again, the recommendation came in that, why can't we add the direct star key method? Why not even tell people to go to CLI, install Docker, and all that? Why not you just make it like click, 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 done? And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Then I again started the same thing, learned about it, reached out to, shout out to Bharat from our Starkey wallet team. I reached out to Bharat about, hey, I want to do this via Starkey. Can you tell me, do we have anything on our SDK that can help me out? Then he pointed me out to a specific function. I read it, and I now created the actual uh, dev tooling, where people can go, they connect their Starkey wallet, they find their module, click, 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 enter, enter, directly add the button to deploy via Sarki wallet, and then they will be able to just register an automation task, and then check on Supra scan. So no need to download the CLI, set up a CLI to just register an automation task. So that's basically the whole story.
I love it. Well, enough talking. Let's take us through it. And can you tell maybe the audience or developers that are maybe listening to this, why is this so important for developers that are coming to Supra?
So I think again, it's the same story all over again, right? Okay, like a lot of times people don't wanna do a lot of this manual work, where they think about, hey, is it something which is happening right now, where I need to put a lot of my time and effort to calculate this and that? Do I need to, like, run this API or that API? So all these things, when you are coming to Autofy, you're coming for an experience, a unique
Yeah.
experience that only Supra is providing. So the whole point for any developer is that, let's just say you're just somehow figure out how to create a module, you deploy it. Now, do you wanna go calculate expiry time, calculate expiry fee, go to a
Mhm.
CLI, register the task, or even if you like mistaked by a small type arc, or a small like issue with the time or a fee, you will be frustrated, because I got frustrated myself, I'm not gonna lie. Many a times, like I just like a small change, I somehow added 2000 instead of 200 in the register command of like in the CLI, and the automation failed. And I'm like, why it's failing? And I tried to run it again and again until I realized it's 2000. I should have been had 200. And I'm like, so it's frustrating for as a developer if there are like small issues in CLI. So this basically just removes the headache of a person. You're a developer on Supra, you create a move module that do automation, just go to this tool, test out the automation if it is working on, on testnet, and then if it is working on testnet, fine, good. Copy paste the CLI and then just deploy it on mainnet. So currently it's helping people to do like testing and everything on testnet, but I'm working on pushing a actual mainnet launch feature, right? That's an alpha on the sub here to all the people.
Ooh,
That I already started working on a feature where people can directly launch automation on mainnet via the tool. So something to look forward to.
let's go. Napoon said, "You just automated automation."
Oh, okay. I no, okay. That is actually funny, and that is cool. That is cool.
I know. So he said it in the comments, and I was just gonna say it as like something I said, and I was like, actually, that's pretty. I need to give him a little bit of flowers on that one. I'm not just gonna act like I came up with that on the top of my head.
No, no
That's
worries.
funny.
I would have believed you. It's like something that.
Yeah, see, maybe I should have just said it.
Yeah,
Well, awesome, man. Well, let's go through the demo. Let's see it, baby.
awesome. So let me just share my screen. Nice. So first of all, if anyone wants to know how to access it, so you all have already heard of autofy.supra.com. So if you just go to autofy.supra.com/assist, you will directly be
Mm.
in this particular platform. So I mean, I don't know if you can just drop the URL. Maybe Nipun, if you can do that, or some to the people. So it's simple. Here earlier it used to be just the next epoch automation fee, CLI command to copy, right, or the values to copy. So people don't know what an epoch is. Not everybody is a technical person, right? So why like confuse people more? So instead of telling people a big like 4-5 lines paragraph that this is an epoch, you have a timer here that basically tells you that when the next epoch is coming. Next epoch means, let's just say I register an automation to pay Chase 500 Supra every month, right? But when will the registration like starts on Supra? So registration starts after the end of this particular epoch. So this epoch will end in 1 hour 52 minutes, means the automation will start on Supra after 1 hour 51 minutes and 55 seconds. So this is how you see it tells you exactly when this will all start, right? And as we go down, so either if you're a proper advanced developer who understand everything and don't want the help of a no-code tool, I totally understand you. You can just use this particular area to just copy the expiry set time, expiry cap, or just copy this entire particular CLI command. Okay, so your work will be done here. And if you want to experience the tool, you go down. So we have multiple steps. Right now this tool basically helps you to autofy itself, as Nipun said, right? So all you do is just either you connect a Starkey wallet, right? Or for example, Chase wants to automate a module, right, which is on my account. So he is not having this on his account. He just wants to have it on my account. So he can just enter my Starkey wallet here and just click on the use address, and he will have access to all my modules. So it is like totally like transparent and totally fair to everybody. So you don't need to be
So you
someone.
can so just explain that. So you can actually use other developers or users modules just by entering their wallet. Like if they've created modules on their own, just by getting their wallet address, you can access all those modules. You can't obviously access tokens and things like that,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
run us through that a bit.
Yep. So imagine that there is a use case of automation that Chase has developed, right? So now James wants to use it, and Chase is like, "Yeah, go ahead. This is my wallet address where this particular module is deployed." So there is no, I mean, as a developer, don't you think it's it's like unfair that now James has to like again make the same thing and deploy by his own address so that James can use this particular website. No, so he can just be like, hey, this is the address where my module is, go ahead, use it. So you can just use the address, put it here, and hit on search, right? So that was the mindset behind it. So you don't
Very
need
cool.
to.
Making things simple.
Yeah, and if it's already on your star key, so you just like, you can also tell like how many number of modules. So like I am a devrel, right? My basically job is to play around Supra, so I have more than 100 modules, you know. So by default star key already fetch like 20, 25 modules, right? So but for people like me, I have like, I guess now I have more than 200 modules easily. So I have also added this particular feature where you can specify how many modules do you want to see, right? So let I just say 120 modules, and I connect my star key, right? So now my star key wallet is connected. It fetches 120 modules from this address, and it has got 100 modules right now. So this particular address that I'm connected with, this is not my main address, so but still has like 100 modules, right? I use it for testing. So now it shows you all the modules that you have available here. So this is all the modules that I have on this particular address. So now you can click on
Damn.
any module that you want to see. Let's just say like auto increment. So this is an automation module which basically increments a number. So you have a number one, and every time automation runs, the number also increases like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to like 700, 800, right? So as long as automation will run, your numbers will come, keep going up and up and up. So this is like something that I play around with, whenever I need to test automation. So once you click on any module that you want to run, right, you go down, you select the function that you want to automate. So in our Autofy, you basically select a entry function which triggers every time automation, like, calls your move module or calls a smart contract. So select that particular entry function. For me, it is auto increment. Once you click on this, it asks you if there are any parameters, or if you want to change any automation settings, right? So some people may want to, like, I only want to run it for like 2 hours, so I can just run it for like one epoch. But some people will want to run it for long, so they can just change their
So
automation
you
settings.
can pull, you can pull other people's and other developers or any user who isn't even a developer, like we had last week. Judd from AI Garden's not even a developer, and because of AI, he's been able to build AI Garden. You can pull anyone's module and then change it and actually adjust it to what you want to do.
Yeah, so for example, these are all my modules, right? And it consists of everything. So there is like all the modules that I've ever developed. I am able to access it by just being able to give my star key address. So you can see all these modules, right? They're all my modules. So I mean, and you can just access it. So yeah, I mean, if I have your address and you have like just say 20, 25 modules with your address that you have deployed on a blockchain, I will be able to access it. So it
Crazy,
just
man.
gives
I,
people like more ease.
I love the fact that you can then edit those modules and adjust them to what you want to do.
Yep. Let's just say you have auto top up, right? This is the automation use case that allows you to top up your wallet every time it goes below a certain Supra. Let's just say Chase wants to top up his Starkey wallet every time his balance is less than 100 Supra, right? So you click here, but now, and you click on the entry function, and as you can see, these are the new things that you just got displayed, right? These are the parameters. So sometimes automation use cases need parameters, but what happened, here is the problem that I'm trying to solve, where this is many a times you enter a wrong thing, like how I entered 2000 instead of 200. It was just a mistake of 10 that costed me my 15 minutes. So instead of just all the confusing terminal commands, you just give the number that you want, the address that you want to top up, right? and the other values which you definitely would know that what to enter here, and you can just hit the automation correction, right? I don't want to do this because I'm just going to use the auto increment right now. So you can just modify, as James said, you can add your parameters to automation module that you want, you know even if it's by someone else. So use the module, use the function, give your parameters, and register an automation task using your wallet. So I hit, and it's simple as that. I mean, this is the end of the whole thing. So you selected the entry function, you see, oh my god, it's all right, I don't want to change anything. So there are two options here. Let's just say you're a developer like me. Maybe you don't like playing around with the low code tool. You just need to go old ways of terminal. So for you, there is a thing called generate CLI command. So when you click on this, I'll get a CLI command like this. So I just need to copy paste it my CLI, the Supra Docker CLI, and that's it. You're good to go. No issues of wrong values, no issues of nothing, right? And if you're someone who wants to just like do like this direct no code tap, click done. For you, there is another button called register automation task from star key. So once you click on this one, it basically opens your star key, right? So I don't think I'll be able to show you right now my star key wallet because I'm only sharing this screen. But now it is actually showing me my star key wallet. um, Let me share this one. I think my star key wallet is being shown, right?
Yep,
So
we got it.
yeah, so now I'm able to open my Starkey wallet this way, and as you can see, it's telling you simulation is successful. That means the platform is working right. How much you are spending to automate this task is also visible. You will spend 1.94 Supra to automate the task, which is super super cheap. I don't know how many dollars
Yep,
is it, like less than a few cents, right?
yep.
So that's a big.
It's a couple of pennies.
Yeah, if you remember in the last podcast when I told about like Vitalik was talking about one of the biggest issues that he had was like it will be super costly to do on-chain automation. So you don't have that. We are like super super cheap to run an automation. Then you can just see all of your like inputs here, function type args and args. You click confirm, and
For,
just wait a few seconds.
for us non-developers, what's an ARG?
So you could say like arguments, for example,
Mm.
you wanna say that automate chases wallet with every time it with 100
Every
Supra,
time,
it
right?
goes less than 500 Supra. So these numbers, they are type arguments, right? So as you can see, okay, I'll come to back to this later, the main screen. I don't think I'm
We've
able
lost
to.
your screen, by the way.
Yeah, as I'm actually sharing it, it is just not visible on the live right now. Okay, now it is. So let's just say these numbers are actually the type arguments. So like this address will be like a string. For 100 will be like another value. 300 will be another value. So these are like the type arguments that you need to specify. So like specify address, then specify the number 100, then specify the number 300. So every time you need to like specifically tell automation to run something, right? So if you then the things that you give to automation, the values like chases address, m- minimum Supra number, and top up Supra, these are like particularly type arguments. So even if you have
Okay,
one
gotcha.
thing wrong, it's done. Your automation fails. So that is a problem that it solves by just not asking you to define. It defines it for you. So you won't make a mistake. Coming back to the platform, we are done again, like all the demos in less than a few minutes. We click, and our automation is registered. As you can see, this really good color called green, you know. Yep.
Means it was successful.
Yeah, so automation transaction is successful. Here is the hash that you can basically check. You can click on refresh tasks. So this is another important functionality that I don't know a lot of people might have seen, but it is also now on autofire. So if you don't like to go Supra scan again and again and again and go to tabs and see if it is not, if it has running or not, is it failed or not. So I have solved that problem for you as well, so you can just see all of your tasks directly by giving wallet and seeing all the tasks in your wallet. So this is also something good. So James now can see all the tasks that Chase has run by just giving a Starkey wallet. So that is a fun thing here. So yeah, these are all the tasks that your Starkey wallet has ran, and apparently all of them are success. Some of them are failed, but that's my job as a developer relations guy. I should have more failed tasks than successful tasks, so that you others can have more successful tasks, right? So yeah, this is basically how you use the whole platform. And like, it's as simple as that, and it's built for everybody, no matter. And now we go and verify if this whole thing is fake or real, because I know sometimes, some things does not work,
Some
so we
people are
come.
like, "Was that just a video you showed us?"
Yeah. So I am on my Supra scan, and this is the address that I used, right? And this, as you can see, let me zoom in. So this is a new task which is pending. And what is the proof? This is the proof. So it got registered at 2nd October 2025 at 23:52:50, like 11:52. It's when we clicked.
Singapore time, brother.
And expiration time and locked Supra, as we have seen in the Starkey wallet, right? Registration fee and everything. So now I have an automation task already without doing any coding in less than a few minutes. So I just,
Crazy.
even I can just use someone else's module if I don't want to code a module myself by just taking the Starkey. But yeah, that's how things are. And that's how easy this whole tool is.
There was a great question that came through from Supra Daddy. I think this is a very good point. Is this possible? Would you consider this um, a common place where people could list their address for their modules? So if we have a whole bunch of different people who have made modules and a whole bunch of different AutoFi options and modules, could we create a common page where all those addresses could be found, so people could look at all the options of different modules and access them?
So currently, the only way to see use cases on Autofi is autofi.supra.com, where you can see the use cases that we at Supra have developed, and for any other use case which is not there, people have to develop it themselves. But that being said, having, you could s- you could say, a marketplace where developers can list their Autofi modules, you know now that is a good idea for the next version. Shout out to Supra Daddy, because you gave me a really good idea to introduce in like version 3 or version 4. Like, imagine a Autofi use case marketplace for developers and by developers. That is a good idea. I'm gonna sacrifice a few more nights, you know
Not
to,
Not just a good question, a really good idea.
yeah.
If anyone else watching has questions, please hit us up. We are running out of time, but if you have questions, we will gladly keep Jatin for a few more minutes. So if you have questions, bring it on. Black Wolf says, "Can Super beat Soul?" And Spiky Fun gets right back at him. Super will eat Soul. I mean, when you see this kind of automation, it's pretty much clear that that's on the cards.
Yeah, well, our chain works.
Oh, Black Wolf also said I like Super because of the name. He likes supercar. Well, we gave one away.
We gave one away, baby. What was it? It was 3-4 weeks ago. We gave away a Supra Toyota Supra.
I think so.
And
Time is a flat
a few
circle.
people in Singapore
I
asked me,
know.
when are we giving away another one?
Yeah, that's true.
We shall see. We shall see. I love Chompy's comment as well. Everyone knows Web3, but Chompy says Supra is Web4.
Boom, baby.
Yeah, we'll give another car away on Chase's birthday.
Whoa, okay. That's my birthday's in 10 days. So
Hello,
October 12th.
hello.
Yeah. So whoever throws Chase the biggest party will get the Supra car from Chase.
Whoever sends me enough money to buy a car, I'll give away a Supra.
Yeah. Just send
This is up to y'all.
Chase a few bitcoins.
Yeah, it's easy. That's all you got to do.
Just a couple. Just a couple.
Yeah,
So Jatin, I'm curious. Will this be accessible on the dApps that are building on Supra? So would you be able to create modules that are accessible here for, say, tasks on Solido or Atmos, Dexlin, maybe even Crystara, working with NFTs? Is that possible?
So that's the direction that we are trying to go. So now AutoFi Assist has been mentioned by, like in the last AMA with Solido by Yong and by, like others as well, that they have been seeing it. So projects are trying it, developers are using it for automation. So I'm happy as a DevRel that people are using it, but the next step is to make it more accessible. So I can give you more alphas on the sub, because this is the sub. I mean, this is the place to give alphas, right? So a
This
few
is where we drop the alpha, brother.
Yep. So a few things that are in the cards for the version 3 of AutoFi Assist is number one, a totally new UX. So as you can see, when I created this, the UX tells you the story that it is just created by a guy who wanted to just do some help for developers on AutoFi. So now that it is used so much, the next thing that you will see in the version 3 will be a little bit much more professional UX and UI both, which will be more like sync with the main autofile.supra.com. So a shout out to our amazing design team, Lou, Olga. So they're working on how to improvise the UX. So this will improvise it. Next thing is what James said. So this is exactly what came to our mind, you know, that how can we make package it and give it to our dApps, right? So we are thinking about maybe like a star key widget, or maybe like a AutoFi assist integration, so people or dApps can basically do it. I mean, it's all about making developers and users life more easier. So whichever one that fits the best, people will hear it. And I mean, honestly, I have a few more things in my mind, but I can't tell right now for obvious reasons.
Why not? Why not?
I don't want to give away alphas too much, which is something we just still in the discussion, right? I can only tell about the things which are definitely sure to come, the UX, as well as a way to package it together. But one thing that I definitely want to do is this idea by Supra Daddy, which is a marketplace, or a sort of like AutoFi marketplace, where developers can list their modules for others to use. It's like a good public good dev tool. So I think shout out to Supra Daddy for a good idea. But I mean, I'll see how like practical that is and all that, and then we will do it. But I mean, again, it is for developers, and everything developers recommend to us, that the DevRel team and personally me as well, we take it in account. You know, every single feedback, improvise a product. Chase knows it. He has seen a really good product getting to a really great product by giving constant feedback and evolving it. You know that we are developing. So I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say more. Chase is the one who will say things like this, but else he'll just beat me in Denver. But okay. um, but yeah, that's basically the goal. That's where we are going. Like, we're making AutoFi Assist more and more easier for developers to use, because apparently we are the only chain right now who is doing the block level automation. So, gotta work hard.
So, just a quick question for me: have you had any response from users or developers at the events that you've been in recently? Japan, obviously now in Token 2049. Has there been any IRL response to AutoFi so far?
Of course, I mean, so we are someone who has been doing a lot of chatting and a lot of this conversations around block level automation. So of course there will be a lot of conversation, lot of questions from people. Even our dApps, they want to talk to us about automation, what will come, what will come next. So AutoFi is always in the conversation. So whenever we talk about Supra, AutoFi will come in that conversation, because we are the ones who bought block level automation on chain. So people will definitely keep asking about it. And I think it's a good thing. We want all the dApps to have AutoFi in the future.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah, as my background says, it's the dawn of AutoFi.
The dawn
I
of
see it, baby.
AutoFi, baby. The dawn
I
of
love it.
AutoFi. So Rakuten asked, do you think AutoFi could be integrated with dynamic NFTs? Then they followed that up. I did want them to elaborate a little bit. They followed that up by saying, for example, would it be possible to represent AutoFi Supra yield farming positions as dynamic NFTs that evolve based on staking duration? Difficult question, but one that is worth considering.
So okay, so this is actually a really good question by Rakuten. And again, like, it's really technical, but I'll try to simple it down. Like, currently this is one of the things which is already being discussed, in like internally in Supra, because we are trying to explore more and more integration of NFTs and AutoFi and all these platforms with Yong right now. And I think dynamic NFTs is something, and even there was something about AI generated NFTs. So AI will generate different NFTs for you based on what your like existing portfolio looks like, you know. So imagine like AI generating different NFTs that suits your portfolio, right? So this is definitely something that you can say. I mean, I'm not sure how much more integrated AutoFi will be in this. This is more of like, maybe we can create a module that runs in a way where, I mean, like AutoFi hits a little bit like an NFT minting every time a certain condition hits in your yield condition. So this is how I envision it, but you can envision it differently. Yong can envision it differently. Josh can envision it differently, right? For me, I think the quickest thing is like automation that hits minting of a NFT when a certain condition hits in a person's yield farming portfolio, right? And the NFT that will be minted will be based on the conditions which are hit. So this flow can be integrated by NFTs, yield farming, and AutoFi as a together. But I think this is something which is highly technical, but this is how I see dynamic NFTs and AutoFi together. But of course, this is actually got discussed among other things when we were talking about what's next on NFT area. So yeah.
I've uh, I've already put together a full presentation of how AutoFi can be used with NFTs and dynamic NFTs. Pixel Dogs for there. That was anybody for my Web3 masterclass that I did with Josh and John a couple months ago. Dynamic NFTs and AutoFi are absolutely going to be intertwined and absolutely being able to be used. One very simple way that I could show you how to do this is, let's say you have an NFT, you make your NFT is now considered a pet. Let's just view it that way. Okay, well now you have to pay an access fee of however many Supra a day. You have to stake this dog on a platform a day to earn certain rewards. And the more you interact with this dog, the more rewards you get, whether it be coins from the NFT project, whether it be staking rewards, so on and so forth. But this is done through automation. The thing is, you have to pay for this automation, whether you pay for a pet trainer. Let's say you have to pay for somebody to come clean up your dog shit every day, or to feed your pet dog every day on the blockchain. Okay, well, that's an automation feature that has to be paid for. So now you pay $7 to make sure that you don't have to log in for 14 days to keep up your staking with your dog to earn more rewards. It's like, this is very simple to do. And the concept like that makes it so much more easier to understand for like a layman. This is the way that you enhance AutoFi with NFTs that are dynamic. It's like, this should be the way that people are thinking about NFTs moving forward. Dog shelters, no thanks. Stake your dog. Let's make that money, baby.
You know what, Chase? This reminds me of Pokemon Go on how you have
It's what
like
it is.
yeah, like you have like like the Pikachu, and the more you walk, you don't need to log in again and again, but the more you walk, the your egg hatches with the distance that you walk,
Yeah.
and it gets finally when you hit a certain mark, it changes into a Pokemon, and when you walk and walk and walk, and it changes and evolves into another Pokemon. So imagine that in NFTs when you are like, yeah, this is actually good. Yeah, this is the same thing, like use cases, NFTs, Autofire, so many use cases. Like, imagine me going all across Japan with 300k steps and directly getting 100 Charizards.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be cool. But yeah, this
Chase,
has
when are we
to
going to be able? When are we going to be able to stake the dog, Chase?
give us an alpha, Chase. Give us some alpha.
Come on, man. Come on,
Art's
bro.
done. The art's done. The concept
The
is
art is
done.
done. Okay. Okay. Hello.
You
Hello.
know, you people
Art is
Hello.
done.
talk about me shipping. Talk about this guy shipping.
Hey, all I do is hang out and get yelled at. Chase
Oh,
win. Win, Chase win. I'm a
Res
There's
professional.
Dogs is like, yo, did someone say dog? We got a
I
Res Dog in the house, bro. What's up, Res
love
Dogs?
it. What
uh,
it do, baby?
there is one more question, or I don't know if it is a question or it should be called a statement. I think it's by Black Wolf, that says that what can we do to, like help, like how can we help Supra to get adopted by users, So this is actually a question that I just want be more and more of our community to ask, because any blockchain without the community getting it adopted is like, like it's very hard without a community for any blockchain to get adopted. So I mean, the only
Absolutely.
way, if you're a developer, have more developers build on Supra. I mean, you heard about Chase talking about dynamic NFTs and Autofy, right? And I talked about deploying Autofy use cases via our tool. So why we are doing all these things? We're doing these things for you, so you can get like easier access to the tech. So if you're a developer, have developers to build on this layer one, right? And if you're not a developer, go and build or maybe like use the dApps, right? We have so many dApps. Our DeFi ecosystem is growing like crazy. Derry is coming out, right? As our like, you have the sub going on. One of the main idea of the sub is so that you can be like aware about what's happening in the ecosystem. So tune into sub every week, see what's new. If there is a new dApp coming, go and try it out. Try Crystara, try Atmos, try Evo. Go and explore Dexlin, go explore Evo's like liquidity pools. That's what I do. I have created a few like liquidity pools just because I was playing around on testnet. you know I'm not a good
Toledo as well.
yeah, so Slido is also there, right? And they have done on a good route right now. So just try these dApps out, explore what they have to offer, and if nothing, then just see like how as a user can you try these things like iAssets or Supernova and all that we have created for you people, where you don't need to code or where you don't need to do like any CLI things and all. Just rewards. That's it. Like dual incentive is for you. You bring us towards Supra your LPs, and you earn rewards. That's it. So even if you don't want to do anything, earn,
Boom.
right? So this is how you help us
Boom.
grow.
Boom. Jatin, bro, it's been amazing. I know that it is now past midnight for you.
Yeah.
Any final comments, brother, to the audience watching right now? Friday tomorrow. Wrapping up side events, things like that. What do you have to say to our users as we wrap up the show?
Sure thing. So firstly, it's midnight now, so now I'll go back to my work and hit my full productivity. You know.
Damn.
Um, So yeah, I mean, thank you so much again, all of you, for seeing me. Thank you so much to both of this amazing people who again inviting me. Maybe next time I'll be in some another country and have another background in the thumbnail. But it's always like great to come to the sub, talk to these people. Um, this sub was actually more special because I got this really good idea from Supra Daddy about what more we can do, and someone asked, like in the black hole, asking about what they can do. I think that's the spirit of sub, you know, this podcast. So that's basically my all thoughts. Just go try out the Autofy Assist. If you're a new person, you know, you have seen my address on the screen. Go ahead, explore my modules. Do not worry about anything. This is my testnet wallet, and explore the Autofy modules that you want to try, and just try things. It's for you. Just clicks and clicks and clicks. Get Supra from our faucet and Starkey, and try it on testnet. What's stopping you to try Autofy? So go to autofy.supra.com/assist, try the tool, let us know how we can improve it on Discord, and yeah, make sure you tune into sub every week, and see these two amazing people with some really handsome faces here.
You don't have to say that. We love you anyway. We love you anyway, Jetty. You don't have to say.
Yeah, and I'll just give a last alpha, which is like a huge alpha, because I love my boys here, right? It's like a huge alpha for all the vibe coders and all the people who wants to build on Supra. That officially I have started working on a cursor extension. So before you used to go to cursor and ask AI to create code for you, but it was not able to do it like rightly, right? For all the people who wanted to build on Supra. So now I've started working on a cursor extension now in Singapore. So maybe like in some future sub, I'll be showing you the cursor extension. So that's my
Hello. Yeah, that's dope.
Hello.
Big news.
Yeah.
Jatin, thank you, brother. This has been amazing as always. We need to get you back to work. If it was me, I would be going to sleep now. But I'm stoked that you're going to work at midnight. What a man. Dude, thank you. If you're not following Jatin, please make sure you are. He is available on X simply as J Pandya, Pandya 26. J Pandya, one word, J Pandya 26 on X. Our senior DevRel engineer. Dude, this has been amazing. Thank you, brother.
Always amazing to talk with you. Thank you so much for having me.
Love it.
Chase,
thank you, brother.
It's been good, my man.
Always a pleasure hanging out with the boys. The band's back together, baby.
Oh, yeah. We'll catch you guys next week, episode 39. This was episode 38. We are 2 away from episode 40. We're going to be hitting Chase's birthday for episode 40. Come on.
I'll have to give something away. We'll have to give something away.
Doesn't even turn 40. Can you believe it? Thanks, guys.
Let's go.
We'll catch you guys next episode. Peace and love.
We running with precision. Oracle's automation, man. We changing the division. Multi-VM flex, ain't no stopping the ignition.